Revive Radio.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C, host of Revive Radio. We are live right now on RevivesAlive.com. You gotta get up anyway, so why not get up with me, your girl P.O.C, each and every morning, starting at 7 a.m., getting this good morning mix. You already know when I say Revive is Alive, Revive is Alive, RevivesAlive.com. Check us out, click that link in my bio, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Revive_P.O.C.
This is Joanna Jane, the economic change agent. We're buying the block. We're educating our families and our kids with financial literacy, and we're doing it with purpose and with faith. But right now, you're tuning in to Revive Radio Show.
You are listening to Revive Radio. The views and opinions expressed on Revive Radio does not necessarily reflect ownership, management, and advertisers of Revive Radio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You already know what time it is. ReviveIsAlive.com. Once again, ReviveIsAlive.com. Tune in. Revive is alive.
Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. All I need is about that time. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive.
Yep. You already know what time it is, man. It's your girl P.O.C, host of Revive Radio. We are live right now on Revive is Alive, Revive is Alive, ReviveIsAlive.com. Like I tell you each and every morning, you gotta get up anyway, so why not get up with your girl P.O.C, man? Starting at 7 a.m., getting this good morning mix. Shout out to my guys, DJ Duo, the Assassin, for always holding it down, man. Shout out to my guy, DJ Alex Plain. He took me to my very first producer battle last night. Shout out to DJ Dilemma here in the city of Philadelphia. Shout out to 98.5 as well for putting this whole little situation together, right? But Dilemma really put on a showcase for producers, highlighting the different producers that are, you know, here in the city of Philadelphia. And it was just extremely amazing to see, to be around that energy. You know, music is nothing but energy. So to be able to transfer that energy from one producer to another, from artist to, you know, radio host, it was just so much going on, and I really truly just appreciate spaces like that where creativity is, you know, the forefront, where creativity is something that we're all looking forward to, and you can be yourself and express yourself through whatever type of art that you have within you. So I definitely wanted to shout out the track meet last night that went down at Hard Rock Cafe. Shout out to DJ Dilemma. Shout out to my guy DJ Alex Plain. Shout out to the Assassins, my guy DJ D Ready as well. That was just a big one for me, so I wanted to make sure I got that out. Also, shout out Councilman Kiata Johnson for inviting Revive Radio as well as Revive Media to the town hall meeting last night, which was super dope. It was my first town hall of 2020, so it was super dope to sit in a room full of, you know, committee persons, councilmen, councilwomen, state reps, state representatives, different things like that, and to have that conversation. The only thing that I would say with confidence, and I hope someone who was in that room last night is listening to me right now, the only thing I would say in confidence is that we need to talk solutions. We know the problem. We just need to talk solutions, and talking about things that are irrelevant in a time frame when we only have 2 hours to get an objective done is not the time or the place to do it. You meet that councilman or that councilwoman at their offices. You meet that state rep at their office and have those little tidbit of conversations, not telling you what to do, but if we have 2 hours with these representatives and you know how hard it is to get in front of them, don't waste time talking about, you know, street trash and and teddy bears and memorials. Like it was just a lot for me. So I just want to make sure that we're using our time wisely. So I am throwing a little bit of shade. So I hope y'all catch that because I'm coming to the next one as well, and I got some more questions. You already know what time it is. But it's your girl P.O.C, man. You already know each and every time we go live, we got a special guest, a jam-packed show. Today we got somebody coming out of Delaware, y'all. I'm excited about this guy. I actually met him in connections with Pancake and Booze back in January this year, 2020, and he was with my guy John, and I love John. If you know John is like a creative to the utmost because he's using technology and his art all at the same time to innovate himself and his brand. And then he was like, yo, you want to come? My friend coming with me. I was like, that's a bet. And next you know, he brings this guy right here. This guy is amazing, and I brag about him because his heart is so big. He does not know me from a can of paint, but you will never know that the way he shows so much love. Yo, shout out to Ralph Marley's in the building right now. Yo, Ralph, how you feeling this morning? Yes, we gotta get you to talk with your chest, man.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm very fortunate, man. That's why anytime I meet somebody, I always give back. Cause like I have so much energy, and I always want to be a giver. And anytime people see me, I just always want to make sure that exchange is extremely inspirational and positive.
And valid.
Exactly. And I want to make sure that we just keep giving each other flowers before anything happens. Cause
that's real.
Today, you could be here, you could go in the next second. So I just want to make sure that I'm always impactful. Anybody that I meet, they always know that they had a good time with me. Gave them gifts, gave them gems. As far as courts, canvases,
yes,
anything.
I encourage you all to check out the live right now. If you are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we have 2 amazing canvases actually right now in the view. Yeah. So if you are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, check out the live right now, Revive_POC. Yeah.
Absolutely. And for me, one thing I always do, a lot of people say you should get paid for the artwork that you do, but at the same time, for me, like I said, I got so much energy. Everything I give away is from the heart. Now, as long as I'm here, I'm the machine. Like I'm the creator. I'm the origin of everything I do. So I always give it away, just knowing that I can always have more.
That's real.
And every day, I'm always in the lab because I feel like a lot of things that's going on in the world right now is lost, and I don't want to follow the illusion. I want to be the solution from the solution, and solution from the illusion, to find myself within everything that's going on out there. Because there's so much more that you can find within yourself than looking outside. Looking outside, it's dark. You gotta find yourself within, because the only frontier that we haven't explored is inside in your own inner world. Because space is almost a part of the illusion as well. Everybody can say we stepped on the moon, but I can say I stepped inside myself and found my goal within me, and I'm just gonna always keep developing that, keep going forward, because I know that as long as I keep pushing forward, nobody can stop me unless I stop myself.
And that's real.
Absolutely. I am my own God. I am my own devil. I am my own greatness. I'm my worst enemy. And I know if I can keep those energy balanced, I can have divinity within myself. And I just want to keep climbing and keep climbing and bring other people along with me.
That's real. And before we get into all that, you know what I mean? Because before you became this spiritual being, this type of artist, I'm sure you had a past. And that's what the people want to know. You know, people want to get to know you, of course. Absolutely. So let me just back up a little bit. When it comes down to, your last name, I got to ask. Any kin to Bob Marley?
Nah.
All right, got I had to ask that question, yeah.
It actually is an artist name. It's not my real government.
Oh, all right. Okay, Ralph.
Government in today's world,
I feel you, Ralph. I feel you.
Say how I'm moving, bro. The feds is everywhere. So you got to move a certain way, man. Just try to keep yourself spiritually evolution. Keep yourself spiritually evolving, because like it's just life, and every day is almost like your last, and that's why like a lot of people, they fear death, but you fear life if you fear death, because like every second is your cells are dying and being reborn. So like you gotta always know that you're always gonna get knocked down, you're gonna keep getting back up.
That's right.
But at the same time, like I said, my past, I've been listening to a lot of Joe Budden's podcasts. I've been listening to a lot of what's my guy, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Yo, Mike Tyson is my guy.
Okay.
Last night I
actually went back and watched some of his documentaries as well, because I wanted to understand like his psychological ways of moving and thought process.
He's a normal person that like the system beat him, and when the system beats you down, he talks about like God humbled him. It's not God that humbled you, it's the system.
Facts.
And if you want to say the system is God, go ahead, you can do that, but God keep getting up.
Mm-hmm.
God keep getting up, and he always talks about just his spiritual evolution. Somebody who was at the top of his game, was the best. He was beating everybody, and it was fear that drove him. I think fear drives us up, because fear is something that it inspires you to either break down or
keep going. And I actually have a slogan that I go by, and I put it on my apparel. It says, run towards your fears. Me actually running towards my fears actually helps me to accomplish my goals a lot better, and sometimes even faster. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be in this uncomfortable situation for too long, but I'm okay with being uncomfortable because I know that I am about to obtain or achieve something. Exactly.
Because a lot of people, like even myself, like if I'm not at work, I'm in the house, man. It's not too much out here, and I just feel like a lot of things in life, there's nothing really out here. Like, unless I'm at an event getting better and better in myself, like, I'd rather be in the house reading a book, doing a holistic thing, watching a lot of podcasts, watching other people that did it before me, so I can pave the way for the other people that's going to get there next. So I can always just keep going, man. And I know if I'm keep bettering my craft and bettering my penmanship with my mind and my artwork, that I can inspire the next person.
That's real.
You think about it, how we are fighting this beast together. It's not just one person fighting this. It's all us in this void trying to do it all together. So like, you gotta understand that like, there's gonna be times where people laugh at you, people say this, people say that, but you gotta understand like, it's not them, they're the void of the light. You have the light. So as somebody who has the light, you're paving the way for a new way of things being seen, new things being heard and felt. So you have to understand like, you're going to take a fight for things that you don't want to, and you're going to have to be strong, and you're going to have, it's going to be your family, it's going to be anybody coming at you. You always got to know like, yo, what I'm doing right now is bigger than anything else that anybody else is doing. And it's just like, if I got to walk alone, I'm going to have to carry that bag, carry them moves by myself. But at the end of the day, I'm going to get to a table where I can put everybody else in a better situation. I can put everybody else in a situation where we can eat. And I'm not going to bring the people that's not here. If you're not out there in that Mazda with me, that, you know what I'm saying, that piece of you, whatever you want to call it, man, you can't walk and sit down with me, because like, if you roll with me in that Chevy Mazda, that Chevy Malibu, when I was out there piling them up in that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be with me in the Mazda, and it's just like, that's real. Cause
speaking about the Mazda, I want to ask you this question, right? Because when you think about the tri-state area, you always think about Philadelphia, New Jersey, and New York. But Delaware is right there. Like, it's 30 minutes away from us. Absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about Delaware, because you're coming from Delaware. You're something new. You're something fresh coming out of that state. So what's up with it?
It's not that I'm new and I'm the only person doing it. You got people, because I'm always going to name drop. I'm not selfish. I'm not like
that's what's
people.
Up.
You got people like, I don't want to say him first, but however it happened, Seven God, a great artist. Terrence Van, great artist. James McGlone, if I'm saying that right, great artist. Aline, you got my man Mingo, James, I forget his last name is, Mingo from out here in Philly, but out of the Delaware, Vanity Concerts, but a lot of great people, and it's just like, we don't come together because we work and we doing our own thing, but it's just, when we finally understand that it's a together thing and it's not a one person thing, but I've been saying this forever, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do a lot of stuff by myself, because like, I'm not going to get to the point where I'm like, yo, I'm trying to put everybody else on, and everybody else, I'm carrying y'all baggage, I'm walking you drums, fighting your darkness, beast, you get what I'm saying? And you just leave me, you don't feed me.
Facts.
So I got to work my job, do what I do on a 9 to 5, and just make my own business, because a lot of things out here, like I said, like, we're in the land of the lost and darkest of times, so you better get your soul right, get your light right, prepare your spaceship to get to this next level, this next dimension.
Would you say that your state, your hometown, is a place that actually supports artists and supports, entrepreneurs who don't necessarily want to take, the average journey that most people are taking?
I'll say this, it's everywhere. We had the internet, so we in the best time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can connect with somebody that's over in Africa, connect with somebody who over in India, Iran, whatever. So it's like, it's not the state that we gotta think about. We move towards the age of Aquarius, which is viral, instead of it being like a state. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should get out of the mission of want to say we run our block, we run our city, we run our state, to say we want to run the world, which is bigger. And I feel like as people who come from cosmic origins, we need to understand like, we're bigger than one room, we're bigger than all this that's coming in front of us. So we have to understand that like, we're bigger than we built this millions and billions of years ago, and this is at our dormant stage. We still influence culture the way we do. What can we do when we actually back on our, back on our thing like we should be?
So would you say that, through your art, you're helping people to get to a point, in their mental space where you are? Or would you say that your art is meeting people where they are so they can be able to get to where you are?
Absolutely not. I'll say for me, I'm just trying to give people a platform to say, yo, like, like I always say, keep fighting, keep being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like never emulate me because you don't want to walk in my shoes. You don't want to walk in my shoes. Like my battle never stops, but it makes me stronger. You know? Like it's one of those things that like you gotta see what's seen and what's unseen. So like for me, I just say like master yourself before you master the world. Because if you master yourself, you are your own universe.
Where did you get this from? Like, where did you get this mentality? Not mentality. I don't even want to put that on you. You know what I'm saying? Where did you get this mindset or this shift of consciousness? You know, for you to even be, you know, on a 360 kind of a plane right now.
I would just say, I'm a life path 7. So that means like I'm a sage, I'm a mystic, I'm very internal. A lot of my energy is introverted. And like something that when I look at my natal chart a lot, it's very balanced in the masculine and feminine energies. Like I have 5, it's balanced, you know. And it's just like for me, I'm not.
You about to say you got 5 what?
5 masculine.
Oh, 5. You know, I thought you was about to say I got 5 kids.
No.
You about to shock me. I was about to say no. You gotta say that one.
Listen, I'm out here looking for somebody to help me balance myself. I feel like with me, I have no earth or fire in my chart. So like it's a lot.
I'm fire.
You know what I'm saying? I need that to balance me because like. It's not that everything's stagnant, but at the same time, I can get to places where I'm very ungrounded and just floating through the universe. So, like, that's why, like, when I'm by myself, I get to places where it's just like, yo, I need somebody to help me feel something in space. That's so
fact, and this makes me think too as well when it comes down to mental health and how, you know, mental health and art are now coexisting with each other. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Mental health?
Well, mental health and art coexisting together.
Yeah. I feel like artwork, I feel like everybody is an artist. Everybody is an alchemist. Everybody is something of an entity in itself. And like, I feel like art just gives you that avenue to co-create with that, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all flowing through space, so why not invest that space into something that you can get back from? Like for me, my like I always say, my journey is the book of Ralph. It's not one chapter. It's an entire series and chapters of my life and how I experience things at different times.
Through your art?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's a journal. It's something that always keeps me at a place where it's just like I'm always climbing the ladder. I'm always climbing Jacob's ladder to keep going up and to make sure that like I'm not falling too far down. And I make sure anybody that's with me, we're climbing together. It's not like, it's not just one person that's just, you know what I'm saying? It's a collective. And like I said, as we move into the age of Aquarius, me as an Aquarius, I feel like I'm taking a lot of the burdens for the
so it was recently just your birthday then?
Yeah, February 1st.
February 1st. I'm April 1st. Shout out to the first of the month babies.
We set the trend.
Yes.
First, you usher in the new age, the new how do I say it? The new year. Because Aries is the
yes, the first of the next sign. Yes.
So, it's just always just being able to better yourself, man. Just always just keep going up. Because I feel like that's why even when I had the showcase in Delaware at the Grand Opera House, like a lot of people was like, you should bring your canvases down so they at eye level. I'm like, why be at eye level when you're always looking down into your phone, looking down into light?
So where did you have the canvases?
I had to
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a politician, but I understand. Like,
where did you display them at first?
Oh, they were still in the same spot. They was a little higher. You know
okay.
How you got stuff a little bit higher? That way
you're elevate to it.
Look up. Because like a lot of times in life we look down. It's just like,
I get your concept.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's aim for the stars. Let's not aim for what's in front of us all the time. So it's just always been in a place where you try and rise, man. You try to always just.
Do you find a lot of artists, you know, heading towards the canvas or heading towards, you know, the booth to make some type of music or make some type of craft because they are trying to find a way to express themselves? Do you find a lot of your peers expressing themselves through their art?
I feel so, but I feel like a lot of people, it's a lot of premeditation instead of just jumping out on the edge and just saying like, yo, this is me, this is what I'm going to do.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's always something of, like even when I made this last night, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was like, I'm about to just throw this together real quick and just go forward. And like, a lot of times when I'm going forward that way, it comes from a place of my heart. Like I'm a Venus Pisces, Mars Cancer, so it's a lot of love, intention, extremely passionate, and like it's very imaginative, and like I have a lot of immutable energy. So I have a lot of magic in the way of everything around me is always constantly changing. I'm constantly adapting and evolving to what's going on around me. Like, if you a lot of fire, I know how to mellow myself out so we can steam. You know what I'm saying?
not steam the room.
Not just hit the,
not just burn the whole
you know
thing
what I'm
down,
saying?
because that's
You
what
know
I'm used to. I come and start burning stuff down.
And I'm not ever mad at you. And I'm not ever, and I need that sometimes because, like, I'm very mellow, I'm chill, I go with the flow. Unless I'm in my mode of which I'm more, like I said, I'm either sitting back observing, or I'm pushing through everything. My more is going, and I'm in my
you in your bag, as the people now would say.
Yeah, I'm in my brute mode.
Yes,
like I'm going straight through, and like for me, I feel like I tap very much into the Black Panther-esque like kind of energy, and like shamans and people back in the day when we were really tapped into nature, we used to have the ability to everything that you see animals do, we can evolve ourselves into. So like for me, in my mind state, in the way that I imagine, I can see myself being a Black Panther, being a Black Jaguar, and truly.
That's why that's your profile pic.
And I feel like that's the way you have to hunt sometimes. And like even when you see wolves, like even with wolves, the female wolf will sometimes go under the male's neck to not to seem weak, but to know that like, yo, you come at my man, I'm gonna you know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things in life, and I feel like we're going back to that way of the divine feminine ruling the world. Because like even if you go into nature, like I was watching this geographic thing on Netflix, and it just showed how cougars, female tigers, lions, like they hunt, and the male sits back. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that's different is in our society. But look at
I actually, and I'm glad that you made that point. I don't mean to cut you off, but yesterday while I was in the actual town hall, it was a teacher in there, right? And she was screaming for help pretty much, but she was screaming for help from men. She was just pretty much saying that we need more men.
No, y'all been carrying this for a while.
Yeah. And the
now
fact that you just said,
y'all wound right now,
yeah,
we can't carry that wound. Like, y'all carrying y'all wound, like bro, like it's crazy.
And that's but I kind of disagree with her a little bit, because for you to sit here and say, you know, lions, as women, we go out, we attack, and we hunt, and we bring it back, while the male sits back to protect whatever is going on, and of course watching us do what we do just in case anything snap off. I get it, but it's like we put too much.
Gotta be balanced.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I'm saying.
But
that's all I'm saying. We put too much
this world is ran
on a man, and that's why I feel like we're not getting the men that we want or need, because we're subjecting them to these ideas or these ideologies that we come up with. Yes.
I'm not saying every man should wake up in the morning and run you a mile. Wake up, run you a mile, shake off yesterday, shake up everything that you did in that astral realm, the shit that just like of yesterday. Get up, run your mile, bike, do whatever you gotta do. Shake that off. After you shake that off, get ready to go to work. Do whatever you pray, whatever. Get ready to go to work. Because, like, even when you driving now, it's a battle. Even my way here, it's a battle. Like, I came in here tired because, like, everything that's going out there.
I was saying you can never tell. Your smile is bright.
But I have to always. Like, you can never tell. And then, like, you work your shift. You tired. After that, you're a man. Go to the gym. Work that off. Work off work. Then come home to your family and your wife and make sure that you're able to give them the energy that they need to grow. So we not going to these low places, and we not in these lower vibrations. Like you gotta think, the first thing I got put on here was the salt lamp. Salt lamps purify the air. They emit negative ions, which they cancel out some of the electromagnetic field and they heal the body. And oil diffusers, all that kind of stuff. Because it's not mental health that we deal with the most. What we deal with the most is more of vibrational warfare, spiritual warfare, and that's what people don't.
That's big, and I love that, because what I was gonna say, if you didn't come up with something, what I was gonna say was one thing that we fear the most, or I mean, when it comes to mental health and things like that, my opinion is self-love, self-doubt, self-worry. It's that self-worry. Whenever it comes down to self, or whatever you want to put after the self, is what we are lacking as a community, because we weren't taught, and a generation before them wasn't taught, so they couldn't even pass that down. So all they did was pass down trauma.
They had to battle. Like
yeah.
They battled. You gotta think. They battled things that they didn't really see. Now that our generation was able to see it, their generation, everybody's waking up in their light within them, being able to be lit. It's just like, yo, like, it's a different battle now, and it's just like you gotta always remember that, like, even if you can never let your mind truly cut off and be like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause even in your home, you gotta protect your home from these lower vibrations. So it's just like you always gotta be in a place where you just always constantly evolving, always just trying to, even from the crystals, whatever you do, the sage, the Palo Santo, the frankincense, whatever you do, you always gotta make sure that, like, you got black images on the walls. Like when these entities enter your home through your third eye, they, whatever they are, these astral, whatever they are, they make sure that they see black faces
and they see what's up. Exactly.
So like for me,
I like that way of thinking.
It's a better way of thinking, because like in my household, it's no, you good. We can get into what's going on outside. I ain't gonna get into that.
But no, I would say I like the way you're thinking. But Ralph, I actually want to get to know you a lot more, and I know that your supporters and the people who really truly invest in you want to get to know you a lot more, because where you are and how you come off as this spiritual guy who may not kick back and watch cartoons on a Saturday. We know, you know what I'm saying. I can get that vibe, but most people may not get that vibe from you. So we want to get to know you. So I'm gonna ask some questions so we can get to know you as a person. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
All right, so my first question is, what is your favorite drink? It can be alcoholic or it can be non-alcoholic.
Any high vibrational spring water that is alkaline, that it comes from the earth. Like,
so alkaline water.
Yeah, anything that is alkaline, anything that is clean, anything that helps me better myself.
All right. Okay, so you talked about your car that you're recently driving right now. What is your dream car that you would like?
Like honestly, like I don't even want to drive no more. Anytime I'm driving, I'm just super on ground and just floating. I want to just build an earth ship.
So no car.
Traditionally, I want to build a tribe. You know what I'm saying? Where we.
Ralph, are you getting the car or not?
My bad.
No, you're fine. I just want to know: are you getting the car or not?
Something that's I would like to create my own car.
All right, so you going to design your own. All right, I feel you, because I actually went to the car show, the Philadelphia car show, and Lil Uzi did the same thing. He designed his own car. He had an artist such as yourself. And it was amazing. Like, it was honestly amazing. So I definitely can see that for you. What song have you memorized from start to finish? What's that one song you got every lyric down, from beat to you know what I mean? Anything. Chirp, chirp, skirt, skirt. All that. You got that down to the science.
I wouldn't say I got it down to a science, but something that's very, I can say 3 right now. Dave East, with Dave East track, Need a Sign.
Okay.
Nipsey Double Up, Nipsey.
I still play Nipsey.
Racks in the Middle.
Yes. Mine's is Hustle and Motivate. Like, every time I get in a zone where I feel like I'm swaying from my purpose, I have to play Hustle and Motivate. Like that. And the crazy part is, I didn't even know what that song was until March 31st last year when he passed away, bro. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yes, I agree with you on that. All right, my next question. What is the one website that you visit the most? The one website you visit the most. And if it's Pornhub, it's cool too.
I thought about it. I was like, no. But Cafe Astrology. I'm always trying to understand myself and understand the vibes that's going on around me. That way I can conduct myself in a better way, which I can understand. It's like just like checking the weather now.
Okay.
So that's one of the things I check, and I always want to make sure that.
And it's called Cafe
Astrology.
Cafe Astrology.
You can get all the like current trends and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. Another question. I got 3 more for you. All right. All right. What movie title best describes your life? Bad Boys for Life. It's like, nah, I'm playing.
I say, I'm corny though. The Matrix.
The Matrix. That's pretty good though. That really does describe you. You're not corny for that.
Really, right now.
The Avengers.
I do like
Does that describe you
though?
though?
I like Thanos.
Okay.
I like Thanos, and it's crazy because Thanos actually describes like primordial beings, which is like. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's crazy, like art imitates reality.
That's real.
So,
That's real.
Hunger Games, a lot of that kind of stuff like imitates reality.
All right. What is one thing that you had to unlearn in 2019? Just that 365, not your whole life, just that 1 year.
I get you. I guess thinking that my third eye was open, I guess. It was open, but I didn't understand reality to the third eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was something that it always goes in constant lessons and constant blessings. So it was something I had to really, truly understand and overstand.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. My last question to you. When was the first time and where did you go when you left the state of Delaware?
Like to move?
Yeah, just like when you travel for the first time as a person.
Oh, Philly.
Philly was the first.
Yeah,
that was right down the street.
yeah.
All right.
All my
Well, you
family
got to take out the tri-state area because
out
this
the
is
tri-state.
we 30 minutes down the street. Even though this is a new state, a new city, yes, I get it. But the first time you traveled,
It wasn't new. I always drove here either through my mom or through something else. Like, it was always Philly's always going to be something that's in my heart.
okay.
So if not Philly, I would say if not Philly, I like to go to Georgia a lot.
Okay.
Go to Stone Mountain.
I see that for you a lot.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nothing but grass and trees out there.
Grass and trees.
I see that for you.
Go to the top of the joint. It's just one time last time I went, it was like, the first time I went, it was real stormy. Like, that's when my mind was like real cloudy. When I went back, it's clear. It's got to see everything. It's nice.
That's big, yo. That's really big. And speaking of trees, let me ask you this last question. It's really my last question. When was the last time you climbed a tree just for fun?
Wow, I think it was when I was with my ex at the time. And we used to go to Rockford Park. Anybody that's well in Delaware, you know,
Okay.
Park kind of thing.
So, ladies, we know he at least romantic.
I'm somebody who, like, listen, my next relationship, like, yo, like, my next marriage, just, you got it. Like,
Don't just be, you know what I'm saying, picking one because she the right now, okay?
Nah, it's not even that. Like, I'm in a place.
You got talking to my, you
My
got a
bad,
little too.
my bad. I had to think about it. Nah, I'm in a place where just like I understand the power of a woman and like a man with some drive and you know what I'm saying, a man who knows what he wants. You're gonna get a woman that reflects that. Anybody who's an entrepreneur, anybody who's trying to just better themselves. Because like we can all just go to a place where we just totally blindfolded, but it's just being able to see through the storm and just knowing that sometimes you're gonna be in the middle of the ocean, but as long as you can put that boat together, put that yacht together, put whatever you gotta do together, and just make sure that you can add the right people to that boat, and y'all can build a whole island, a whole like. And that's the importance of that, because like a lot of people get caught up in the right now. My problem is I live too much in my mutable world that I create in my imagination that I forget about reality.
Yo, can I be transparent with you? Super transparent. I literally just told my therapist that last week. Like literally, I was like, cause she asked me, she was like, where's a place that you want to get to? And I was like, honestly, I have to first jump back into reality to even get there because I'm so in, you know, the visions that I create for myself and the dreams that I dreamt of. You know, I get not stuck there, but I get in that dream and that bubble, and I really want to take myself there because I know that I can get there. I know that I can obtain it. I can create that. I can make that happen for myself. So I definitely understand you, but I want to get into your art. You know what I'm saying? We got into you as a person.
Let me say one more thing.
Go ahead.
We're Neptune is back in his home sign of Pisces, so the imagination is gone. Like,
Okay.
We're supposed to be in a whole other, like, imaginary like world right now. Then at the same time, like you're supposed to co-create another world within your mind that you can reflect.
Exactly.
The world. And it's just like the ancients knew that. It's just we got so many TVs, computers, all this bullshit, and they had it back then, but they knew that like the more technological that you become, the more you depend on that, the less that you have upon yourself, the less care
That's
you
real.
find you are.
That's real.
You know, it's different.
That's real. So let's get into this art real quick because that's what you're here for, not to talk about yourself. I just wanted to talk about you because I know that people want to get to know you. You know what I mean? And most artists, they not hide, but they hide behind their work. You know what I mean? You see their work before you even see them. And then when you go to talk to them about their work, they don't really know how to communicate.
Let me shout out one more person, my guy, Jaquan Leroy, great artist, man.
Awesome.
Thank you for putting me into the Grand Opera House, for introducing me to, I can't think of his name right now, but Eric Berman. Thank you for introducing me to him. Thank you for the opportunity. Great
Awesome.
man. Love to collaborate with you.
That sounds like a black man triangle for real. Shout out to black men supporting each other.
That's what we should be.
That's big. That's big. So let's get into this art. So what kind of art is this? Is this like watercolor? Is this pastel? You see me trying, you know what I'm saying, get my art going. You see me trying to talk like I know what I'm talking about.
I hear you.
Like, now, what is this though?
Acrylic and spray paint.
Okay. Mixed together.
Absolutely.
Yo, I went to the Hip Hop Museum in New York, and that's one thing that they were like pride on. Like they prided themselves on spray paint. Like if you don't know how to do art with the can, you're not an artist to them.
They definitely got into. So it was one of the things where it was just like, you gotta understand like graffiti, because as hip hop people, that the children of hip hop, that's where we come from. A rebellious like stage in New York is where hip hop originates. So it's like, it's one of those things that like you gotta understand that like, yo, like we are a very not rebellious, because we're highly spirited people that when things go wrong, we push against. So we have always pushed against, and we gonna always push against any type of injustice, because that's who we are. Right?
So when it comes down to, you know, combining the two, acrylic and spray paint, where did that idea come from?
Just because I have a heavy hand, like I can't sketch. Well, not to say I can't sketch, but I can't get the clear, the mountains, all the stuff that other people do. So I was like, you know what, let me put it in a better perspective where I can kind of take a little bit off myself, and I can create a little bit faster too. So for me, it's almost like cheating for myself. Like I try to do it. If I want to create a little bit faster, I can do that, and that's just where it came from. And it came out to be something that I was very proud of. So I kept going forward with it.
So what do you think about the negative stereotype that, you know, taggers and spray painters actually have on them because it's called now vandalizing?
You gotta understand that you gotta understand where this world is going to.
Who is the you that has to understand?
Come on, man, it's me, the establishment.
Okay, I had to ask.
Whoever you want to stick it to.
I wanted to ask, because artists got these questions and they want to know.
I just feel like we have to understand that, like, anytime that you're doing anything that is innovative, there's always going to be something that pushes against it. And like
that's
taggers,
real.
And as taggers, anybody who wants to do anything like it, it's like you have to understand that it's more of doing something that's new. Oh, that's what I'm trying to go for. Like, you gotta understand, like, these people are shutting down. Well, schools are being shut down. Music, whole art programs are being shut down.
That's real.
Like, all that kind of rec centers, all that kind of stuff that is innovative, that keeps people off the streets and keep their mind progressive. So, like, what other options do you have? Like, I wanted to read the book 1984 by George Orwell again, but that's what we're living in. We're living in like a nightmare. It's like, I think we're finally waking up and understanding that we're in somebody else's dream.
Facts. And when it comes down to your art as well, are these collection pieces? Do you have them in a collection, or each one has their own meaning?
Absolutely.
How you gonna go from no to absolutely?
Think about it. But everything there's like I said, there's chapters. They are different. They're different stories and different chapters because it's different eras in my life. In the era right now that I am, I'm going forward. I'm pushing through with the Find the Others program. Not the program, Find the Others. Find the Others is pretty much a theory that I'm coming up with that helps me implement just everybody vibrating on a different frequency and finding people that resonate with your frequency. You know what I'm saying? Find people that resonate with what you're trying to do. Find people that correlate with where you're trying to go with your dream.
So how do you sell these? Like, how do you price your art? Like, is this hard to price? Is this hard to let go at times?
Yeah, because like that's why I started making the hoodies, because like the hoodies, it's easier. People can come out their pocket like $40 or $60 rather than like $300 to $500. And that's still like, people sell them things for like $1,000.
Yes.
Because they're the original pieces. But for me, I'm at a place where it's just like, I want to give it away because I understand the legacy behind.
You do want to give it away. I can see that, but come on, man.
Yeah,
you gotta reel that back just a little bit.
You gotta understand me. I create 20. This is what I do. Like how Kobe always said, like, this is what I do. I don't really care too much about, like.
You'd rather be seen.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're gonna be everywhere by doing that.
I'm gonna say this.
And respect it too.
I'm gonna say this. I've been the rock star. I've done all that kind of cool stuff to the point where it's just like right now, I'm cool with sitting back and calling plays or just coming out at the right time when I need to, because like the biggest stars aren't supposed to be seen every day because they get drained. You know, most of their life force will go away. You know what I'm saying? So I have to preserve my life force and like plant my seeds.
That's real.
So
That's real.
the people that can water those seeds, and we can really get it.
So even with your hoodies, when it comes down to your hoodies, it's like you pretty much taking it off the canvas and putting it onto the hoodie so people will be able to purchase them. Oh yeah, the Kobe one, I seen that. And the jean, was that your jean jacket too? That's dope.
The one right here, everything I do is just because, firstly, I want to wear my own product.
That's real.
I graduated with a bachelor's degree in marketing, so.
Me too.
It's a term called guerrilla marketing, which you do unconventional things to pretty much get your program, get your thing out there. And like for me, this is a guerrilla marketing technique. Like just putting my product on something like that, and I can wear it. I can't wear a canvas.
And be seen with it too. Be seen instantly. Be seen instantly. So when it comes down to pricing them though, like how do you get into pricing the actual work for people to, you know, want to support you? Because I know sometimes, like you said, like we talked about, you know, you want to give them away. So do you look at it and say this one is $300, or do you compare to other artists that are around you that are selling? Do you compare to the exhibits that you go to? How do you become a business person out of this?
If it was up to me, I would just have an art space that other people just come to, or you just see what's there. Like just like Basquiat, like I would rather have like a big loft where it's just like an all-white loft where I can just create my own artwork, and people just kind of come in every now and then, like a party kind of thing. Like you just stop by, you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be like alkaline, just like what Bob Marley did when he created, like always a smoothie going. I mean a blender going. You can come in, you grab smoothies, just a place where you just step into a higher vibration. You don't have to worry about anything else. You just come into something that's luxurious and something where you can get away from the world and just raise your vibration for a little bit.
So it's not even about the money then?
It's never been about the money. And like I said, I had a reading recently from one of my guys, the P.O.C. dealer. Shout out to him.
When you say a reading, what's that mean?
Like a natal chart.
Okay.
And like he pretty much told me where my next pieces of my life, my next transition is going in my life. And
yo, you're not scared of that? I ran from that at least 3 times. Like at least three people wanted to give me like the tarot card, the palm reading, like all of those things, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. I dream too much to know.
Yeah, but you
I
got
dream all the time.
you don't need both. But with me, it's the same thing, cause like this is our ancient craft. You know what I'm saying? How can you run from yourself? Like back when, you gotta think like there was a time where
I did the spirit animal card before. I did do that. I did the spirit animal card before because I thought that was just like a different reference of a characteristic about me versus knowing what's going to happen to me. That's a big difference.
One of the things that we did back when is we would, before the kid, when the kid was born, or before the kid was born, we would like read the stars and kind of figure out where that kid was good at, and we would put him in that situation. So same thing. It's just like now it's been Western culture has taken over of it, or however you want to say it, has demonized it, has put a lot of bad terms to it. It does open you up to different worlds, so that's one thing you have to be kind of cautious of. But at the same time, if your spirit strong enough, you know that that's your journey to become your God self, like become your greatest self. So like, you can't run from what was written in the stars.
What's your favorite color?
Right now, either purple or blue. Purple because it resonates with the crown chakra. Color of royalty.
Blue's the throat chakra.
Blue's the throat chakra. And that's when, like, pretty much me, I'm stuck here. And a lot of people who have thyroid, I forgot to do my CMOS. But a lot of people, shout out to Black and Noble.
I need to do my CMOS like often. I don't do it as often as I should do. I do my aloe more than I do my CMOS.
Yeah, that's good too. I was good for the stomach, solar plexus, but I think that's one of the things.
CMOS just costs so much.
Yeah, it's about like $14.99 or so.
Costs so much, and it really only lasts like 3 days if you're really using it properly.
I get a spoonful for each one a day. But it gives you your omega-3s, just everything, the 80, 94 minerals, no, 102 minerals the body needs.
And shout out to all my, this is something I always plug because I'm a cannabis advocate, right?
Yeah.
So I always plug that when it comes down to sea moss, like for people who have phlegm and, all that congestion in your throat, sea moss will definitely help remove that situation. So when people like sea moss, I'm like, yo, you smoke? All right, so this is going to help you if you do this. And then that would help them to be like, all right, let me go try the sea moss thing out. You got to kind of meet people where they are, talk about something that will be relevant to them. So yeah.
And one thing that we need to understand is you don't get sick, you have a lot of mucus in your body.
Yes.
Unless you detox some mucus, you will always get sick.
Yes.
And the other thing you have to
Talk heavy.
Not to say it like that, yo. Like, I live just to take care of my body and be on the highest vibration. So, like, there's somebody like me, when you are like a vibration, like my first house is Pisces. So, like, when you are a vibration, you have to make sure that you're at the right pitch. And I'm not at the right pitch right now. I think a lot of people aren't because, like, Earth is not where we are. I feel like it's going to start purging off people that's not trying to better themselves and get on a better vibration. So that's why I eat. I do the things like I do. Like I have a bowl full of jackfruit right next to me.
And we going to eat that right after the show. Yes.
That's what I do. Cause like I said, like if you're traveling like I do, you gotta make sure your vessel is always clean. So you always keep coming back to the right vibration.
You gotta have a healthy mind, a healthy heart, and a healthy spirit. That's real.
Like I always say, man, we're engulfed in illusion. That's why I say, like,
engulfed in illusion. I never put it that way. I always say we trapped in illusions. I never say we engulfed in illusions.
And like me, I'm around people with no light. Like I'm the only person light. I see people attack. It's like people get possessed. And I just
they listening to you, right?
That's the point. Right? That's the point. Like you let people, because if you bring awareness to it, people won't be like, man, I'm just tired all the time. I'm just depressed. No, you're around a whole bunch of like lower vibrational people.
Exactly.
Most of the time, you are a mutable sign, so you're more susceptible and you have more magic that other people want to digest themselves. And like, that's one of the things he was telling me in my reading.
Have you ever found yourself Have you ever found yourself to pretty much, I'm trying to think of the right word. Have you ever found yourself doing that? Being around people with lower vibrations because in your mind or in your spirit, yes, like, but your spirit is sizzling so much and resonating with them so much because you know that you're supposed to be doing something for them or giving them something. You know what I mean? But after a while, it's like, damn, I have no more to pour into this cup.
A lot of people, we are trapped in history that we keep reincarnating through these things like life cycles. And that's why, like, even if you're scared to do something, that means you have to do it. Because if you don't, you're going to keep reincarnating. Like, just like art imitates reality. Like the show Westworld. We are in Westworld. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the, what do they call it?
The scandal with Kerry Washington. Now Donald Trump is the president, and literally the entire show is just.
But we know that
out.
was written out. You know what I'm saying? We know that but people have to understand, like, it has to. It's like suggestive programming. Like, you wouldn't believe it's possible unless they plan it within your subconscious mind for you to manifest.
That's real.
And that's why as soon as we put off the TVs and go back in nature and be at a harmonious, like, 432 hertz, or just clean our vessels, you know what I'm saying? Just get back to a higher vibration. We're going to keep going through the same crap with these people all the time. We're going to say, yo, man, they doing this to us. No, they taking control of your subconscious mind and making you creative for yourself.
First one to the mind wins the race.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yo, Ralph, I appreciate you, yo. We got to have more organic conversations
and that's
like
why
this.
I came with the gift, so I
Yes.
can always come back.
Yes, man. We got to have more organic conversations. Like, you locked with me, period. You was locked with me when I met you at Pancakes and Booze. I just couldn't find you. So Ralph is someone who holds himself accountable, right? So the first time I met him, he told me he was holding himself accountable. He was on a cleanse from social media. So we met. We did, the live broadcast at Pancakes and Booze. So we had our little 15 minutes of fame. And then he just disappeared. You just disappeared. Like, I couldn't even go say bye to you because you literally, once you finished the show, you packed up, and by the time it was over, you were gone. Like, you were a ghost.
I go back to the lab.
And I went to John. I was like, yo, was he a real person?
I think I had to work the following day. I work at Amazon, so I got to get up tomorrow. I got to get up at 6 o'clock.
But you was gone. Like, your whole entire station was packed up.
I wake up at 4 o'clock.
It was like nobody was even there.
I work up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, and I sleep maybe 4 or 3 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So I got to really be on it. I got to lock in on my, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure that like I said, I had to make sure that I'm at the best frequency possible to make sure that like I can guide the people where they gotta get to. I can take care of myself, and I can make sure that everything is accounted for.
But you're a real one. And the reason why I say you're a real one is because when you were done your cleanse, you did exactly what you said. You was going to hit me up, and that's exactly what you did. And a week later, we're sitting here together. So I appreciate you for holding your word, because I really thought you was like a ghost, bro. Like, I was like, I have no... And even to this day, like, I wore your hoodie probably like 4 times in a row. And every time somebody asks me, like, where can I find this? What is this? I'm like, I can't tell. The guy who gave it to me is a ghost. He gave it to me and just left. And I have no clue of how I can get in contact with him, because you didn't tell me your social media because you were on a cleanse from it. So, and John didn't know it either. So I was like, I don't know how to get in contact with this man.
Anytime you see me, I got the Archangel Michael sigil on the back of my hoodies, my jackets, everything. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, like... It's sad because, like, the way that the attack is going on right now, I'm going all the way in. Like, they pretty much call the mutable signs dogs because we can see into, like, the hidden gems of reality. You know what I'm saying? And we know, like, how mysterious this thing is. It's just like, you always got to be on game, man. If you off game, it's easy for somebody just to... Human trafficking is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me... I don't never sleep. I try to, if I'm sleeping, I try to take small naps and come right back.
Why did you reference human trafficking, if you don't mind me asking? I gotta ask, because you're a very, very knowledgeable young man, so that's why I had to ask. Like, why did you say that?
You ever hear Danny Glover, my bad, what is it, Redbone?
That's the song? Stay, okay.
Like,
oh, cause okay.
I'm gonna drop the gems, man. Anytime you see these UPS trucks, these FBI guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can think you in a room, but you could be outside, you could be anywhere. That's why you always gotta stay cautious, to always keep your vibration high. FedEx as well. The alphabet guys is everywhere.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, the alphabet guys is everywhere. Like, and that's why, like, you could be inside but outside.
What you saying?
You could be inside. You
talking a code?
I always do.
All right, what's the access to the code so I can get this information, man?
Aqua, man. Like, listen, man.
What's the access so I can get the code, man?
I don't want to say I know everything, but I see a lot and I hold back on like a lot of things. Cause like,
you need to share that information. In order for us to stay woke, we need the knowledge. You know what I mean? Knowledge is power. And if we don't have the knowledge, how do we gain the power?
It's one of those things that, like, you gotta just... You gotta be careful who you're sharing it with. When you put out these kind of gems, it's like it's easier for you to get like isolated, alienated. Like, I'm somebody who's always alienated. So like, I fight my battles by myself, and I have somebody with me. It's like, yo, like, yeah, hold it down. We right here on this block.
I don't call it isolated. I call it solo. The reason why I call it is
I'm alienated. Like,
you alienated.
I'm alienated. Why? The reason why I say I'm alienated is just like, when you the only person that speaks that kind of truth and you don't hold the gym, so you don't, you know what I'm saying, so you get isolated from certain events, certain jobs, like, you gotta understand, like, yo, you have a higher purpose, and like, certain people are going to be the others that's going to help you get your journey done.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, the battle is not seen anymore, the battle is unseen. So like, for me, it's just like I said, you could be in the building but not in the building. Like, hell, we might have been floating.
All right, we're gonna have this conversation off air. Ralph Marley's in the building, man. My guy's coming out of Delaware, man. He has so much talent within him, as you can hear. He has so much knowledge within him, as you can hear. I need you all to hit my guy up right now. Support who supports you. Yo, Ralph, how can they find you? How can they stay locked? Social media, etc.
Absolutely. Facebook, Ralph Marley. Same thing with YouTube. I want to say is Ralph Marley. Check out my YouTube. I got a lot of I have a playlist that if you're trying to awaken your soul or keep your soul cleansed, it will help you out. Ralph Marley, the Third Eye Cleanse. What else you got? My Instagram is KINGZ, Kings with a Z, number 3 and an underscore.
All right.
So just journey with me, man.
How can they purchase some of your products?
Oh man, you got to meet me in person. I don't like doing my stuff over the internet, man, because 9 times out of 10 I want to rap with y'all and build with you. Find out.
What if they're in like LA or London or Paris?
At that point, I got no problem with doing that. But like most of the time, I want to meet you, I want to rap with you, I want to build with you. So like at that point, like I can give you a gym, I can give you a court, I can give you like a, you know what I'm saying? I can give you a book, I can give you something that's wow.
That comes more with it. Why you say wow like that? Why you say wow like that? What you talking about? Life is amazing, and it comes one day at a time, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour at a time.
I'm telling you, man.
Yes.
Man, I be flying, man. I be trying to stay here, but Erykah Badu said it, man. Sometimes you need that window seat.
I feel you on that too, yo. Yo, last thing before we hang up for real, before we get off air for real. When it comes down, as you can tell, I'm that friend. I always say one more thing. But when it comes down to Erykah Badu, yes, when you said Erykah Badu, right?
She followed me on Instagram and she retweeted one of my posts and she gave me love.
That's big.
Shout out to the queen.
Shout out to Erykah Badu. It's her birthday. Yes, her birthday was the 26th, right?
Yeah, like yesterday, bro.
It's in the 20s.
Pisces.
Yeah, she's a Pisces. It's February something. But my question was, because she was like, it's a song, On and On. You know what I mean? And then when she makes that reference, something
I was born
Rada with $3 and $6. Yeah, you may laugh because you didn't do your math. 360 degrees, yo. And you may laugh because you're sitting here thinking, you know, surface level, $3 and $6. You're like, what? She got $3.60? Bro, you didn't even get that.
You got peep game.
Yo,
man.
like, oh my God, yo. I literally fell in love with that song over and over and over again. I had to listen to Erykah Badu now that I have a conscious mind and a conscious soul and spirit, yo.
Conscious mind, we just distracted.
That's real.
We definitely get distracted.
And it's hard to not to. It's hard not to though. It's hard not to get distracted.
Listen, you got parents, you got friends, you got family. They all put in front of you to distract you.
Facts.
They all
February 26th. I was right. It's the 26th.
Yeah, everybody.
She turned 49, yo. She'll be 50 next year.
I mean, she had that 13 degrees.
Yeah.
Number 4, so she about to get that level of foundation. She about to build a whole new level of playing on this world. She about to bring something new to this reality.
What she hasn't already done so far, right? But once again, this is my guy, Ralph Marley, man. He's an amazing artist. Make sure you guys support who supports you. Ralph, one more time, how can they find you?
Kings3_ on Instagram, Twitter. I don't really be on Twitter no more. Facebook, Ralph Marley. YouTube, Ralph Marley. Check out the Third Eye Plan.
You need to be on Twitter. You got a lot to say.
Twitter, I already flamed my Twitter. My Twitter is very flamboyant.
Okay.
So I gotta stay off there. If I ever come to a future, what's the name? I'm just gonna run games like, yo, that's the universe told me to do that.
I feel you on that, man. You already know what time it is. It's your girl, P.O.C., host of Revive Radio. You already know each and every time we go live, we got a jam-packed show for you guys. Tell a friend to turn your radios up, spread the word, spread the message. Revive is alive, Revive is alive, ReviveIsAlive.com. It's a place where you need to be each and every morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., getting this good morning. Make shout out to everybody who's tuning in and supporting us here at Revive Radio. But you know how you can support us just a little bit more by clicking that donate button at the bottom of our homepage. Just $1. $1 is all we asking for to keep Revive alive for the next 365 days. Like I was telling you guys all morning, support who supports you. Subscribe to that YouTube channel as well as that newsletter so you can stay locked with everything we got going on. Shout out to Harmony, the goddess, and Tab Money for always holding it down. Also, PQ Radio 1. Turn your radios up, spread the word, spread the message. We'll be back on Monday. Let's go.
Hey y'all, Lauren Westerman here with Classic Events by Lauren. Check us out on Instagram, Classic Events by Lauren, or our website, www.classiceventsbylauren.com for all your wedding and event planning needs. Now don't forget, tune in, Revive Radio.
Yep, you already know what time it is, man. It's Meet Your Girl P.O.C. You gotta get up anyway, so why not get up with Meet Your Girl P.O.C. each and every morning, starting at 7 a.m., getting this good morning mix. Revive is alive, Revive is alive, ReviveIsAlive.com. Why waste time? The time is now. Become a guest on our radio show. Revive Radio goes live 6 days a week with 7 jam-packed shows, and we want to hear from you. Hit us up right now, revive.poc@gmail.com.